Hello, and we are back again. Me and Susan are sitting down again to discuss several movies this weekend of our spooky October. And this time we are going to be discussing a movie, um, which is based on a stage play. We'll
It
be talking.
is.
It is based on a stage play.
Fourth quarter, and they only have 2 minutes. And
Ghost.
they're having a little confrontation right now.
We'll go over to Susan and with her opening thoughts.
Okay. Well, Ghost Stories, first time I saw this, and it was a little trippy. It went back and forth through this guy's life, and then it ended with him in a coma, and so you just kind of like, whoa. And a lot of the stuff that goes on around him is just messed up. It's maniacal, the kind of demonic things happening. You don't know what's what and who's who. And it's really pretty mind fuck. Anyway, but I did like the fact that it was starring somebody that we've seen in quite a few other things. Martin Freeman is in this, and so uh, I've been enjoying him as Dr. Watson, and then there's also that he played the guy from Minnesota in Fargo, and that's incredible. And yeah, he's in a lot of those zombie movies with Nick Frost and Simon Pegg, and so yeah, he does quite a few different things and different genres, but he's pretty good at horror stories, that's for sure. This one's really gruesome, especially when he's trying to confront the guy in the coma. I mean, that was incredible. That was so cool. Anyway, I like it a lot. It's got amazing special effects, physical, like mask effects, latex effects, that kind of pulling the face off and then there's somebody else's face. That was amazing. Anyway, yeah, I did enjoy this a lot. And so go ahead, Lee.
Well, I'm glad you said it was sort of a mind fuck, because 50% of this came from the mind of Jeremy Dyson, 50% of it, who is sort of responsible for writing the League of Gentlemen TV show.
Oh yeah.
And the other 50% is written by Andy Nyman, who is the lead in this, plays the professor. Yeah, based on a stage play. Yeah, you don't halfway through, well, 3/4 of the way through, you think, what's going on? You've got three story. Well, the first two stories, he's there to disprove all these supernatural events. With the the night workman, security guard, and the young lad who is just frightened of everything. But then you get to the third story, then it all starts to unravel. The Martin Freeman story.
Yeah.
And this is where you sort of think, are we in the real world here?
Yeah.
And then it turns out all the way through the movie, nothing's been real. The guy, the professor, is in a coma all the time, and all these stories are what he's hearing or taking in while he's in the coma. All the doctors, the nurses, the cleaners in his room are all brought into his head.
Right.
He's this is it's amazing writing, but it's you don't know what's going on until they say that last moment of the movie, because you get that little clip, don't you, because you're wondering why you're seeing a picture of a window with a curtain, and then
Yeah.
that's revealed. That's revealed at the end, where the cleaner puts a mirror above the professor's face so he can have a different view of the room, and it's an upside
Right.
down window. It's a very cleverly written and put together movie. But if you take each story with the night watch security guard, very scary, with that little girl in the yellow dress, which is in the movie as a little doll in the yellow dress. It's all connected. The numbers, everything.
Yeah.
Uh, the guy who lies that he's passed his driving test, and then sort of knocks over. Is it Satan, or because it looked like it had horns and it spoke.
Right.
um, and then you get to the Martin Freeman story where he has this stuff happening in his house. His wife is in hospital giving birth, but it doesn't go right, and she dies in childbirth. Um,
Yeah.
but it's all as you say, it's a mind fuck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
You think that some of the things that are going on in these stories must have some
mm,
basis going on right then, but they don't.
and
It's so good.
I mean, you do find out with the real doctor at the end that the professor had tried to commit suicide in his own car, with poisoning himself. That's why he's in the comatose state. Um, but just the way how they put across how the mind is still working while he's laid there in that state,
Right.
taking everything in,
Right.
everything what's said. Even when the cleaner at the end is sweeping the floors, he's singing a song. That song appears on the radio
Right.
in the first story of the Watchman, who's the cleaner. It's all great, all together like that, gelling together like that.
Yeah.
So
It's really good.
it is. I mean, it's not a well-known movie, but I mean, I didn't realize it was a stage show before the movie until I started doing a bit of digging around. But so, any moments for you? What's
Um,
you thought, wow?
the the stuff in the woods where he's forced to confront his childhood.
Mm,
I mean, that was, and they sent the guy that they in Kojak into that old tunnel.
tunnel thing.
Yeah, and the guy goes in there and ends up looks like having an epileptic fit and dying. But then he said he was asthmatic.
Hmm.
So I mean, there was just like that was that wasn't connecting, but the reality was that these kids were bullies, and he was trying to reconcile the bullying situation that he'd been through. And his parents, they were so dysfunctional. Holy crap.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Um, and uh, Martin Freeman's character telling his tale about the baby being born and the poltergeist appearing in the nursery.
Yeah.
Right after the woman dies. That was really cool. Yeah, it was really creepy. It was a good movie.
I mean, I just like the little things in the scenes. As I said, the little doll with the yellow dress
right?
was in the ward. It was in his room, sat on the chair while he was in the coma. It was sat at the bottom of the cot in the poltergeist story. In the night security guard one, the spirit was wearing a yellow dress, little girl's dress. So
Yeah,
it was all interwoven.
yeah, it really
Uh,
was.
the second one where he goes to visit the young lad at his home, and he sees some legs in the room run across the doorway in nurse's trousers,
Yeah,
blue nurse trousers, which the young lad was wearing in the in the hospital room when at the end of the movie.
yeah,
So it's just really put everything together, and
yeah,
and when reality starts to uh, give up the ghost lake, and you just go into this strange world where Martin Freeman is pulling off. Well, you don't know it's Martin Freeman until he starts pulling off his face, and then he just pulls away the scenery, rips away the scenery for and to make another room, and
yeah.
really well done. It's like you're in the Matrix, isn't it?
It is. And it has sort of those loops of causality in it.
Yeah.
I mean, just like the Matrix. Yeah, that's a good reference. Yeah, and the other thing was it was written. I never. It was written by the people who directed it, but
Yeah, Andy Nyman and Jeremy Dyson.
yeah,
You say Andy Nyman plays the professor in this, which is a great role for him as well.
yeah,
So I mean that where he all of a sudden he's been dragged towards a hospital bed in the gown, and he's shouting, "No, no, not again, not again." So this must be happening in his head while he's laid in that coma all the time.
all the time.
Re going round and round. So did he try to take his own life because of the guilt he felt from his childhood? From what that he ran, he didn't go and save Kojak,
Right.
but he was only a little kid. He was scared as well.
Yeah, that was incredibly normal of him, normal of a kid.
Yeah, a
The
kid of that
kid
age
has
would run.
been threatened with a broken bottle to be
Hmm.
slashed. You're gonna be like, that's gonna do some damage.
Yeah, yeah.
It was, yeah, it was really incredible.
I like. I do like movies like this. What sort of make you think, and you think, oh yeah, that was there. That was on that wall over there. Why didn't I put that together? And oh yeah, the
Yep.
clues are all there.
Yeah, it was fun to solve a mystery in a
Yeah,
movie
yeah.
too.
So, anything else you'd like to say about ghost stories?
Yeah, there weren't many ghosts, but there were lots and lots of stories.
Hmm.
And when the one kid, the kid in his parents' Jaguar or whatever hits
Uh-huh.
the devil, and then the devil ends up in the back seat for a second. That was like amazing.
And then he does a runner, and that the tree sort of comes to life.
Yeah, and grabs him.
Whoa.
Yeah, See, it was a little bit like, Evil Dead in that respect. But here we have like stuff in the city, stuff in the country, stuff. I mean, yeah.
I
So
mean,
I mean, you didn't have that singular focus on the city being evil or the country being evil in this. It was kind of like wherever devil. You know,
I mean, with the you had Martin Freeman, who started off in comedy over here in The Office and things like that. You got Paul Whitehouse in this playing the night security guard. He
yeah,
started off in comedy. He's over here, well-known name for comedy over here. The Fast Show and Harry Enfield and program and stuff like that. Proving that comedians can act.
yeah, and
Pretty, da-
proving that
pretty damn
Britain's
good.
comedians are way more serious than
Mm.
you
If you
assume.
if you could, so I've always said, if you could play a comedy, you can do straight acting.
Yep.
So, anything else you want to say before we go to final say and score on this one?
Yeah. Um, yeah, it was really good. I did like all the things that go bump in the night sort of things that this movie really, you know, that was one of the high points of the movie. So that they did a lot of that.
They took quite a lot of the old tropes
Yeah,
and put it into these sort of three stories.
yeah, and they were off the camera, so you could do
It's
this number on your mind
yeah, it's there.
there.
You think, was that or did that or was it?
Best
When's that
best
happen?
sci- best special effects department ever is up here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
so good.
ghost stories then. What would you rate this then?
I'd give
Final.
this 9 out of 10. It's really good. It's got pretty much like the best cast. It was super memorable. It was super enjoyable. It was quite a lot of cool story tales told in this. And the fact that it was all linked together made it one long tale.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'll give it 9 dead devils run over by a car over 10.
Well, I'm going to give it 9 as well. I'm going to give it 9 mind fucks out of 10 because it is.
Yeah, it really is.
I would say don't watch it once, watch it twice to take everything in what's put in front of you on the screen, because there will be certain things you'll miss, and on the second viewing you'll think, yeah, there it is, that's why that was done. But yeah, I would always, for this movie, give it a second viewing. So yeah, so that's our little review of the 2017 movie Ghost Stories. You guys out there, have you seen it? If you haven't, go and watch it. It's out there to watch. And come back, leave a comment below. You'll find us on all the types of social media, so you can leave a comment on all of those. We're on nearly all of them. And also leave a comment or send us a message if you want to join us. Because me and Susan sometimes get a little bit lonely on our own. We could do with maybe one or two more people joining us and getting involved in our little shindig on a Sunday.
Yep.
All you have to be is 18 plus to join us. You have a working camera and microphone on any of your devices you own. We use the Zoom app, so it's easy to use. Just leave us a message, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Yep.
Oh yes, as well. If you do subscribe to our YouTube channel, well, if you do, you should do. Please press the bell notification button, and you'll get notified every time we put a video up. And she still hits that bell, and I can't hear it at my end. But yeah, so that. Oh look, you're supposed to do that at the beginning of the thing.
Oh.
But yeah, so that's our little review done of Ghost Stories. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy what we do, because we do. We like to sit down and just talk for an hour or two about movies, TV, audio dramas, whatever we can watch or listen to. We'll discuss it. So until next time, guys, please be safe, and of course,
Happy
as this
Halloween.
Happy Halloween, and it says here, be careful what you believe in.
Uh-huh.
Bye for now.